Now, but before I even start this video, bro, and get into the intro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's messed up. I did a story time, bro. I did a story time. Sorry, you guys, my allergies, they're going crazy again, bro. All right, so I did a story time, right? And it's like 5, 4 y'all, 6 of y'all unsubscribed. I'm like, damn. I'm just trying to drop content. I think that was the best story time on YouTube, bro. That story time was amazing. And it was real. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that's crazy, bro. You know, I don't know if you guys just want me to just keep doing football content, which I will always do. So I don't know why 4 or 5 people unsubscribe. I mean, I guess you just wasn't real from the jump. You wasn't real. You wasn't real. You wasn't real. Because, bro, as I tell everybody, I do all content, bro. You know, I do all content. But yes, football is the main thing that we all love. But, like y'all said, y'all all voted for me to do story times and vlogs. Y'all all voted for that. And then I give it to y'all and y'all do that to me. But look, man. It is what it is. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep going crazy, bro. We gonna get rolled to 10K, bro. We gonna get there. We gonna get to 10K, bro. But look, this is 10 horrible NFL free agent signings that ruin a franchise. That's crazy. But look, man. Before we even get into the video, we gotta get into the intro. Yo, what's up, swag? Yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, KERRY, aka KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. Let's get into it, man. 10 horrible NFL free agents. Woo-wee.
There are certain
I know one.
teams over the years that
Le'Veon Bell.
have strung horribly due to some of the signings they've made.
HAYNESWORTH, just a terrible signing in 2009 for the Redskins. The $100 million.
$100 million? No
As
way.
you'll learn with these 10 free agent mistakes, sometimes these massive signings can set your team back for years.
No
Albert
way.
HAYNESWORTH, Washington Commanders. During his final year with the Tennessee Titans, Albert HAYNESWORTH was one of the NFL's most dominant game-changing
guys, my nose, bro.
The 6'6", 350-pound defensive tackle earned both
6'6",
Pro Bowl
okay.
and first-team All-Pro nods in 2007 and 2008, leading the Titans to the playoffs on both occasions. HAYNESWORTH picked the best time to break out in his contract year, which set him up for the payday of a lifetime. In 2009 free agency, HAYNESWORTH signed a whopping 7-year, $100 million deal with Washington. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who play in a state with no tax, by the way, actually offered HAYNESWORTH even more money, but he was thrilled about the idea of joining Washington. HAYNESWORTH's $100 million deal turned out to be a giant flop from the get-go. He wasn't even a fit in their defense, and even voiced concerns about it after a humiliating home loss. HAYNESWORTH's effort got noticeably worse in 2010.
And I realize it's a tough night and it's a rainy night, but you're down on the ground, you have to get up. The play's still going on.
And
Oh, that was him? Oh my God. No way. That was the dude that I was laughing about? That's him? No way. On D Productions video. I was saying, you guys, I gotta wipe my nose. That was him on D Productions video?
Someone saw something in me. They saw
Wow.
potential. They
You
gave
got
me
paid
an
that much,
opportunity to
100
learn more.
million?
his attitude problems became a little too much for the coaching staff. He was suspended for 4 games in 2010 for conduct that was considered detrimental to the football team. Washington ended up trading him to the New England Patriots in the 2011 offseason, but even the legendary Bill Belichick couldn't help HAYNESWORTH turn things around. He was subsequently released following yet another heated argument.
So he played with my Patriots too, never heard of him.
was 1 year removed from a playoff berth when they signed HAYNESWORTH. His signing absolutely destroyed team morale, and the franchise has remained a mess ever since. Kerry Collins, Oakland Raiders. From a
Who is
monetary
that?
standpoint, this certainly wasn't the worst free agent
Some older
signing,
dudes.
but man, you can only wonder how much different history could have been for the Raiders if they'd never put all their eggs into the Collins basket. After he was released by the New York Giants, Collins signed a 3-year deal with the Raiders for $16 million. Collins lasted just 2 seasons with the Raiders and compiled a terrible 7-21 record. He completed 54.8% of his pass attempts for 41 touchdowns and 32 picks. The Raiders didn't find a new franchise QB until Derek Carr came along in 2014. So, yeah, the Collins signing pretty much set the Raiders back for over a decade. NNAMDI ASOMUGHA, Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, I heard about him, bro. I never ever heard about this dude before. But I was watching I Am an Athlete, bro, and it was talking about him and saying something about that Asante Samuel is better than him, and Asante Samuel was saying that he's like mid or whatever like that. Bro, let me hear this, bro, because he was trending. He was trending on Google. So let's see.
The Eagles are coming off an NFC East division title and
never heard of this
playoff
dude,
berth entering the 2011
podcast.
offseason. Having won 10 games in 2010, surely a few more impactful additions would push them to the next level, right? The Eagles went crazy in free agency, signing defensive linemen Jason Babin and Colin Jenkins, former Texas star QB Vince Young, and all-pro corner NNAMDI ASOMUGHA. The latter signed for a mammoth $60 million over 5 years, giving Philly another Pro Bowl talent on an already stacked defense. Young made the mistake of proclaiming the Eagles a dream team before the season even started. ASOMUGHA was supposed to provide Philly with a 5-star shutdown corner who constantly took away half the field in Oakland. No. ASOMUGHA was an awful fit in the Eagles' defensive schemes, and he instead turned into a liability with them. The Eagles as a whole played well below expectations, finishing a disappointing 8-8 to miss out on the playoffs.
Damn, so he basically
building
just turned out to a straight bust.
The Eagles made the playoffs just once from 2011 to 2016 before Carson Wentz and Nick Foles magically propelled the franchise to a Super Bowl 52 championship in 2017. Le'Veon Bell, New York Jets. Le'Veon Bell was arguably the NFL's best all-around running back from 2014 to 2017.
He really was.
In that span, he earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, along with 2 first-team and 2 second-team All-Pro nods. But in a move that still makes no
I didn't think they were
sense
gonna put
to this very
Le'Veon Bell in
day,
this.
Bell rejected a 5-year, $70 million contract extension from the Steelers in 2018. Even more mind-numbing, he decided to sit out the entire 2018 season with the hope of staying healthy and maximizing his earnings in 2019 free agency. Bell misread the market big time, and he had to settle on a 4-year, $52.5 million deal from the New York Jets. What? It surfaced that new head coach Adam Gase clashed with GM Mike McCagnon and was infuriated that he'd spent so much money on a running back. Well, McCagnon got fired a couple of weeks after the 2019 draft. Gase was out of Gotham after compiling a woeful 9-23 record through 2 seasons on the job. Bell didn't even make it through 2 seasons in New York. He played just 2 games in 2020 and was released before getting scooped up by the Kansas City Chiefs. He averaged just 3.3 yards per carry and 58 yards per game in 17 games played as a Jet. Somehow, signing Bell made an already sad Jets franchise even worse. Neil O'Donnell, New York Jets. After
Never heard of him.
Pittsburgh
I was not
Steelers to
born.
a Super Bowl 31 appearance, O'Donnell cashed in on the free agent
probably be my
market.
grandpa
In
right now.
1996, O'Donnell signed a 5-year contract with the Jets worth $25 million, which was a lot for a free agent in those days. But the Jets' version of O'Donnell was nothing close to the Steelers' version. O'Donnell lost 12 of 20 starts as a Jet over 2 seasons and completed only 56.9% of his pass attempts for 21 touchdowns and 14 picks. New York dumped O'Donnell after 2 years and returned to the postseason in 1998 with Vinny Testaverde. They then went on all the way to the AFC Championship game, losing to John Elway's Denver Broncos. So, the Jets got 1 great year out of Testaverde. But imagine if they never signed O'Donnell in 1996. Maybe they tank for a couple of years and get someone like Peyton Manning in 1998 or Donovan McNabb in 1999. Signing O'Donnell kind of put the Jets on the path towards quarterback purgatory for a near quarter century. Larry Brown, Oakland Raiders. The likes of Larry Brown and Desmond Howard are excellent reminders that you can earn a life-changing contract if you save your best for when it matters most. Both players got paid big-time money by the Oakland Raiders after winning Super Bowl MVP honors. After helping the Dallas Cowboys to a Super Bowl 30 championship, Brown signed a 5-year deal with the Raiders for $12.5 million. Injuries, unfortunately, limited Brown to 12 games with the Raiders over the 1996 and 1997 seasons, and he was far from effective when on the field. The Raiders subsequently cut ties with Brown, who became the first of many major free agent mistakes by the Raiders over the next decade plus. Sam Brown also hurt because the Raiders could have taken a stud defensive back in the 1996.
Try our Firehouse meatball.
Raiders be going out sad, bro. Raiders not going out sad this time, but they've been going out sad lately. I can see.
Another cleaning tip from Mr. Cleaner.
They got Devontae Adams. That's a W all the way, bro. Y'all know it too.
Draft, namely Hall of Fame safety Brian Dawkins or Pro Bowlers Torrey James or Walt Harris. Imagine pairing one of those guys with future Hall of Famer Charles Woodson, whom the Raiders took 4th overall in 1998. Maybe one of those defensive backs is the final piece for the Raiders to get past Tampa in Super Bowl 37. Josh Norman, Washington Commanders.
Oh yeah, Josh Norman, he
NFC
turned out
East in 2015 with a 9-7 record, but they were eliminated by the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. Washington fielded the 10th best scoring offense that year, but the defense desperately needed a revamp after allowing 23.7 points per game. The solution? Adding all-pro corner Josh Norman, who shockingly entered free agency after the Carolina Panthers rescinded his franchise tag. Norman was by far the NFL's best corner in 2015.
He was,
Carolina
for a minute.
15 wins and a Super Bowl appearance, so it was understandable why Washington handed him a monster 5-year pact worth $75 million. But like Haynesworth some years earlier, Norman struggled to make it work in Washington. He wasn't at all a fit in Joe
Norman is
Barry's
trash, bro. I'm
defense,
better
and
than
Norman
him.
became a giant liability in coverage. Washington's defense actually got worse with Norman, who was benched on
Look at that.
multiple
Got worse.
occasions. After 4 seasons in D.C., he was finally released in the 2019 offseason. Fittingly, Washington's defense was once again among the NFL's elite in 2020, which propelled the team to a surprise NFC East Division title. Scott Mitchell, Detroit Lions. Mitchell was Dan Marino's backup in Miami from 1990 to 93. He actually showed flashes in his final season with the Fins, tossing 12 touchdowns against 8 picks. It was enough for the Lions to pay Mitchell like a superstar. The Utah product signed a 4-year deal worth $21 million, which was a lot of money back then. Detroit was simply paying Mitchell to elevate them to Super Bowl contention. That never happened, however. Though the Lions made the playoffs 3 times with Mitchell, he certainly wasn't the reason why. Barry Sanders is going to have to take credit for that. The truth is, Mitchell's inconsistency greatly limited the Lions' offense. He went 27-3 as a starter in 5 years and had 79 touchdowns, 57 picks, and 0 playoff
57
victories.
picks?
Kind of makes you wonder what could have been if Detroit didn't throw money at Mitchell. Maybe they would eventually draft a legit QB like Steve McNair or Kerry Collins in 1996. Or maybe they'd sign a better QB in the future. The Lions were hamstrung by Mitchell's bad contract and had to live with it.
That's
It
crazy.
wasn't until the 2009 draft that they finally found their next franchise QB in Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford, a little fat.
Deion Sanders, Washington Commanders.
A little fat right
Expectations were
there.
sky high for Washington entering the 2000 season. The
Deion
1999
Sanders? Wow.
squad went 10-6 and dropped a heartbreaker to Tampa Bay in the divisional round, narrowly missing out on the NFC Championship. New owner, Dan Snyder, spent big-time bucks in free agency in order to push Washington to the next stratosphere. Future Hall of Famers Deion Sanders and Bruce Smith and Pro Bowl safety Mark Carrier were all signed to improve the roster. Sanders was the biggest catch of the 3, landing a monster 7-year contract worth $56 million. That was a lot of money for a cornerback who was entering his age 33 season, to say the very least. But nonetheless, Washington came into the 2000 season with the 2nd best Super Bowl odds at plus 350. Sanders had a disappointing season in D.C. and ultimately retired after just 1 year. Though he would return to play for the Baltimore Ravens in 2004 and 2005. The hefty Sanders contract was just one of the many that Snyder handed out, which led to mega buyer's remorse. Washington missed the playoffs every year from 2000 to 2004 before finally qualifying again in 2005. ELVIS GRBAC. Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, so he basically
Ravens
played
won
trash
Super
for
Bowl
the
35 on the backs of the historically good
Hey,
defense that allowed just 10
can't be that
points per
can't be
game.
good all
Hall
the
of Fame
time. You got
tight end
Jalen
Shannon
Ramsey.
Sharp and the elite running back duo of Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes helped take the pressure
I'm
off
just
of
playing,
Trent
but
Dilfer,
hey,
the
Brown was
starting
like
QB of the
that.
Ravens championship
Brown was
team.
like that.
But after winning the Lombardi Trophy, Baltimore sought a QB upgrade anyway.
But
They
guess what?
signed
He was
former
out of
Kansas
his
City Chiefs
prime.
star ELVIS GRBAC to a 5-year deal worth $30 million. Baltimore went 10-6.
No.
But that was once again all thanks to the D. GRBAC completed 56.7% of his pass attempts for 15 touchdowns and 18 picks. The Ravens
That's not
released
too
him after
bad.
1 year, and GRBAC
18
subsequently
picks, bro.
retired. The Ravens
I'm
went
still
into
on 57
mediocre to
picks.
terrible quarterback play for the next 6 years. Much of Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, and Ed Reed's prime years were absolutely wasted during this time. But Baltimore would
Some
finally
big-ass
find its
dudes.
next franchise QB in Joe Flacco at the 2008 draft. But which other horrible NFL free agent signings ruined a franchise? Join us in the...
Hey, man, that's crazy as hell, bro. I'm still shocked though, like Deion Sanders a little bit, bro. But anyways, man, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think, bro. I'll see you guys in the next video. And that's messed up, bro. It's messed up. I do a story time and then y'all unsubscribe. I thought y'all loved me.